Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to discuss conditional sentences and types of conditional sentences. So without wasting the time, let's get started. Conditional sentences, as been shown on the screen, are those sentences or statements that discuss known factors or hypothetical situations and their consequences. Complete conditional sentences contain a conditional clause, and that clause often referred to as if clause, and the consequence. Now let's consider the following sentences. If a certain condition is true, then a particular result happens. So the fulfillment of the result or the fulfillment of the consequence depends on the certain condition to be fulfilled. If the condition will be fulfilled, then a particular result or consequence will happen. Okay. Now the question is, what are the different types of conditional sentences? So basically there are four types of conditional sentences in English, and keep in mind that each expresses a different degree of probability that a situation will occur or would have occurred under certain circumstances. Number one is zero conditional sentences, then first conditional sentences, second conditional sentences, and third conditional sentences. Now let's look at each of these different types of conditional sentences in more detail. The first one is the zero conditional sentences. Zero conditional sentences expresses general truths, situations in which one thing always causes another. Dear students, when you use a zero conditional, you are talking about a general truth rather than a specific instance of something. Now let's consider the following examples. The first one is, if you freeze water, it turns into ice. You can clearly observe that the first example is a universal truth, a universal phenomena. It says that whoever freezes water, it turns into an ice. जो भी पानी को फ्रीज करता है, जमाता है, वो पानी जो है वो आइस के अंदर चेंज हो जाती है. So that shows that this sentence is an example of a universal truth. So let's take another example. If someone says, if you do not brush your teeth, you get cavities. So again, this example reflects a phenomena, reflects a universal phenomena, reflects a universal truth that if someone does not brush his or her teeth, he or she will definitely get cavities. So again, this example is showing a universal fact, a universal phenomena that cannot be denied. Dear students, there are a couple of things to take note of in the above sentences in which the zero conditional is used. First, when using the zero conditional, the correct tense to use in both clauses is simple present tense. As you can see, the structure and the formula has been displayed on your screen for your understanding. It says that we will be using present simple tense in both the clauses of zero conditional sentences. We will start our sentence with if, then present simple tense. Then in the second part of the sentence, we will be again using present simple tense. Secondly, notice that the words if and when can be used interchangeably in these zero conditional sentences. This is because the outcome will always be the same. So it does not matter if or when it happens. For instance, if I say, if you freeze water, it turns into ice. Here you can see I have started my example, I have started my sentence with if. But if you start your sentence with when, like when you freeze water, it turns into ice. So keep in mind whether you use if or when at the start of the sentence, it will not make any difference. The sentence will still be called as a zero conditional sentence. Now the first conditional sentences. The first conditional sentences are used to express situations in which the outcome is likely, or you can say not guaranteed, to happen in the future. Now look at the examples below. The first one is, if it rains, I will stay at home. So as you can see, there is a probability, there is a chance that it might rain or it might not rain. So the plan is, if it rains, I will stay at home, and if it does not rain, I will not stay at home. But there are certain things that you should keep in mind, that we use the simple present tense in the if clause. As you can also see on your screens, the formula has been displayed on your screens, and simple future tense in the main clause, the consequence clause, the clause that shows the consequence, the clause that shows the results, the clause that expresses the likely outcome, you can say. This is how we indicate that under a certain condition, as expressed in the if clause, a specific result will likely happen in the future. Now when it comes to the second conditional sentences, these sentences are useful for expressing outcomes that are completely unrealistic, or you can say will not likely happen in the future. So now let's consider the examples below. The first one is, if I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. So as you can see in the main clause, in the if clause, or you can say in the when clause, the situation is imaginary situation. The situation is unrealistic, completely unrealistic. So ultimately you will get unrealistic consequences, you will get unrealistic outcomes. So keep one thing in mind, that the correct way to use the correct way to structure second conditional sentences is to use the simple past tense in the if clause. As you can also see in the on the screens, the formula has been displayed for you, and an auxiliary modal verb like you can say could, should, would, might in the main clause, the one that expresses the unrealistic or unlikely outcome. Now the third conditional sentences. Third conditional sentences are used to explain that present circumstances would be different if something different had happened in the past. So basically what I am trying to say, that अगर past में कुछ ऐसा हुआ होता, कुछ different हुआ होता, या आपकी desire या आपकी wish के accordingly हुआ होता, तो ultimately उसका जो impact है वो आपके present जो टाइम है, जो प्रेजेंट सर्कमस्टांस है, उस पर भी पढ़ना था, और वो भी आपका डिफरेंट या आपकी डिजायर या विश के अकॉर्डिंगली होना था. सो इफ यू लुक एट द एग्जांपल ऑन योर स्क्रीन, द फर्स्ट वन इज, इफ आई हैड गॉट अ गोल्ड मेडल. अगर मैंने एक गोल्ड मेडल जीता होता, ऑब्वियसली ये पास्ट की एक बात हो रही है कि पास्ट में अगर ऐसा हुआ होता है, इफ इट हैड बीन डन इन द पास्ट, आई वुड हैव बीन हैप्पी, तो मैं अल्टीमेटली खुश हुआ होता. So the thing is, these sentences expresses a condition that was likely enough but did not actually happen in the past. कि ये situation जो है उसके chances थे, होना चाहिए था, आपका desire था, आपका wish था, लेकिन actual में past में ये situation नहीं हुई. Dear students, keep one thing in mind, that when using the third conditional sentences, we use the past perfect tense, that is had plus past participle. As you can also see on your screen, the formula, the structure of third conditional sentences has been displayed for you. It says that we will be using the past perfect tense in the if clause, and the modal auxiliary verbs like would, could, should, etc. plus have plus past participle in the main clause, the clause that expresses the theoretical situation that could have happened. Now let's talk about punctuating conditional sentences. Despite the complex nature of conditional sentences, punctuating them is properly is really simple. as you can see in the first example, if I had time comma, I would have cleaned the house. So you will be using a comma after the if clause. if clause के बाद you will be using comma. आप comma use करोगे when, जब the if clause precedes the main clause. अगर आपकी जो if clause है, if your if clause precedes the main clause, आपकी main clause से if clause पहले आती है, then you will be using comma after the if clause. But if the main clause precedes the if clause, no punctuation is necessary. लेकिन अगर आपकी main clause पहले आती है और if clause आपकी बाद में आती है, तो in this situation you will not be using a comma. There will be no use of a comma. I hope you will have understood the basic concepts of conditional sentences and the four main types of conditional sentences. And don't forget to subscribe this channel and do press the bell icon so that you can get the latest videos from this channel. Till then, Allah Hafiz and thank you very much.